everybody, it's Kelly from Memory Bound, and it's Tuesday and we're back with another technique. And you'll notice all of these projects have one thing in common. So do you notice the theme kind of going on amongst all of these? And if you say it's got notched ribbons and banners, then you would know exactly what we're talking about today. And there are dies out there that you can get to cut them, and that's great. But we're gonna just show you a simple way you could just cut them on your own and make them any size you want. I found this really cool plaid paper, believe it or not, in the scrap box. And I've got a card front here that's gray. And I have cut these little strips in 1-inch pieces, and I've got them in different lengths. So that's gonna be the background of my card. And when you get ready to cut a banner, the easy way is to cut a snip in the middle, like this. And I don't measure. Some people are very anal, and you could measure the halfway point. And then you're just gonna cut in from each edge. And sorry, I have to kind of turn it this way. And then you have your little banner piece. And I'm gonna do that quickly for each one of these. I've cut all my little banner pieces, and then I'm just going to arrange them how I want them on my card. I like to do odd numbers of pieces. If you see one that you want to make a little shorter or a little longer, I'll probably make this one a little bit shorter. You can see I've got them all positioned where I want them, and sometimes I leave them a little bit loose on the bottom. You can glue them down flat, you can pop some of them up for a little bit of variety. And all I really need now is maybe a word or a message on the front, maybe some ribbon. And I got a really nice card, and it was so easy just using 1-inch. Show you another example. I'm going to cut straight up the middle and off from the sides. Now these are bigger pieces, and sometimes with bigger pieces you might want to measure to get in the middle if you want it to be exact. And I'm going to hook these on and put them close together or far apart. It really doesn't matter. Have you ever tried to tie twine when everybody's watching you? And then all I have to do is add my message or a little picture or something. And I think that's just a really nice tip. I kind of like to make these banners, and maybe you've seen them on some of the cards I've designed. But it's the same type of technique. I'm going to take my strip, and this is a 1-inch strip, or it might be 3/4 of an inch. I didn't really measure it. Just make it as wide as you want to. For all of you people that need to measure, you can measure this. For those of you that just go, then you just go. And so I folded it back, my point, and then I'm going to fold it back this way. And I have a little dimensional banner. When I could maybe even put it on this card over here. This nice treat bag that one of our staff members made. And they've got 2 little banners cut here with some hearts for Valentine's Day. Do the same thing. I've picked out some more paper, and this is a little bit bigger, so I'm going to cut up a little more and cut my line up the middle. Cut my notches. I'm all notched. I got a flower. I think I'm going to staple it to hold it in place. So then I have my flower, and I'm just going to make the petals a little dimensional, and I'm going to glue it right over the top. And I have a nice little treat bag, and I would fill this with chocolates. Banners. This is your bonus for the day. This is an extra technique. And I just got back from the Creativation show, and there was a lot of hand lettering and doodling, and you could add that easily to these banners. I like to just kind of draw these lines, these really thin lines with a writer or a fine tip pen, and then you can just kind of go back. You can add little stitch marks like this, so often double lines. You can add, on this one I'm adding little circles. Seems a little messy at first, but once you go back and look at it, you'll love it. Trust me, you'll love it. And sometimes you'll do little swirls. This one, maybe I'd put a dot in between each of my little stitch marks. So that just shows you how you can add a little bit of doodling. And if I wanted to put this "Do Not Worry" on there, I would probably doodle right across that too and add it on, and it would look good. One thing we didn't show you was cutting out a little banner to use for your verbiage or your message, and you just stamp right on it. And we've got one of those there, and then we have a card that Teresa made where she cut out a banner and notched it on both sides and put her little Valentine message. So we appreciate you joining us today, and thank you for watching. We'll talk to you again next Tuesday.